those that love books, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. I also hope watching my videos can make your day just a little bit brighter. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 10 characters who stole my heart this year. It's going to be a mix of main characters and side characters. This is a different list from my top book boyfriends list and my girl crush list of 2025. Charlie Keating Cobalt from Burn Bright by Krista and Becca Ricci. Burn Bright is going to be one of my favorite books I read this year. It's always good being back in their universe. It feels like coming home. I love Ben and Harriet's romance, but what stood out to me from that book is the side characters, the familial relationship between the Cobalt siblings and their parents. And I have been a fan of Charlie Keating Cobalt since day one, and I loved him in this book. There was a scene between Charlie and Ben at the end of the book that made me cry. The mental health representation in that scene brought tears to my eyes. The brotherhood, the care, oh my god, it was just so good. I'm a Charlie Keating Cobalt stan forever. Ilya, Rozanov, and Shane Hollander from the Heated Rivalry TV show. Hi, I'm Liezl, and I'm a Heated Rivalry fangirl. It has become my new obsession. I love Connor's story and Hudson Williams. They brought so much emotions into their portrayal of Ilya and Shane. I can't stop thinking about the club scene from episode 4. It broke my heart, but it was one of the best television scenes I've witnessed in a while. And we got news that Heated Rivalry got approved for season 2, and I'm so excited. The emotions in episode 4 really brought tears to my eyes. I love Connor's story and Hudson Williams. Their acting skills. Props to Jacob Tierney using all the things she said running through my head song in that particular club scene. Some cinematic television, and this show has made me happy. Carrion Swift from Brimstone. Now, Brimstone has gotten a lot of mixed reviews, but I happen to be one of the people that liked Brimstone, and Carrion Swift stood out to me. The reluctant heir to a throne. I loved his bromance with Kingfisher. He brought levity to Brimstone that made me cackle. You were just so good. Sebastian Lombardi from Gianna Darling's Impossible Universe trilogy. Now, I have loved Sebastian as a side character in her previous books, but to see Sebastian get his time to shine in the spotlight, oh, it's everything. How he went from a bushy-tailed dreamer in the first book, The Moon and His Tides, to this jaded, cynical person about love in The Sun and Her Burn, but he opened up his heart to Adam again and to another heroine who I don't want to say the name of because it will spoil it. But if you guys don't know, there is a heroine change up from book 1 to book 2, and I cannot wait to see how Gianna Darling lands the ending. The third book in the series is going to release next year, and then that's going to be the final book in the trilogy, and I cannot wait because Sebastian and Adam and the heroine, I don't want to say her name because I don't want to spoil anything for those who haven't read the series, deserve an AGA. Jen from the Firebird Chronicles series by T.A. White. The first book is called Rules of Redemption, and I read this series because of Steph from Novelty Corner, and Jen is the heroine's best friend. He has the most interesting journey of a character I have ever seen, and the way book 5 left off, it got me curious, but still hopeful at the same time. But I don't know how Jin will react to the change. I just love the Firebird Chronicles. It's one of the most favorite things I've read all year. It reminds me so much of the Kate Daniels series because of the found family aspect, but it's in space. Percy from In a Second. In a Second is the third book in Kate Canterbury's Friendship Rhode Island series. It's a single dad romance, second chance, fake dating, and I loved Aubrey and Jude, but what stole the show for me in that book is Percy. He, he's a precocious 5-year-old little boy. He's part of the disabled community, and he just won my heart. And I believe if anyone reads In a Second by Kate Canterbury, Percy will win your heart too, particularly my friend Monica. Brad from 10 Ways to Fall in Love. Brad is a lovable, goofy character and sometimes oblivious to the things around him. So Brad takes it upon himself to be the best wingman for his new friend he met at the gym, Joey. But then Brad falls in love with Joey himself. But what Brad doesn't know is that Joey is in love with Brad. He doesn't want anyone else. And the things Brad said in this book, it made me smile. This book gives you a shot of happiness you didn't know you needed. This book is so funny. Gavin from Never Let Me Go. Now, Gavin has one of the best redemption stories I've read all year. If you read book 1 in the series, you know that Gavin was sort of the villain character in book 1. But when we get to Gavin's story, when we get to learn about his background, oh, I went from wanting to punch Gavin in the face in book 1 to wanting to protect him in book 2. And he gets his second chance romance with his former childhood best friend, and it was just so good. He won a special place in my heart because of the things he went through to become a better person, to be the better person Beck needed. Tori and Blair, the couple from The Fall by Tal Bauer. I don't want to spoil anything from this book, but it's a hockey romance that it's best to go in blind with it because Tori and Blair has one of the most epic love stories I've read in a romance this year. They will win your heart, and I just love them so much. And how Tal Bauer writes the amnesia trope is very unique in this book. And that's all I can say about Tori and Blair because it's best if you go into their story blind. Lizzie Young from Releasing 10. Now, I still don't know how to feel about this book, but I haven't stopped thinking about this book since I read it. Particularly, I haven't stopped thinking about Lizzie since I read this book. I was still mad at her in Taming 7, but reading Lizzie's story made me understand her so much more, and I thought nobody could have a more heartbreaking story than Shannon Lynch. But no, nobody has it more rough than Lizzie Young, and I just want to see her crawl out from the darkness, crawl out from the bottom, and get the AGA she deserves. I can't call it a romance because Lizzie and Yu broke up, and this takes place before the events of Taming 7, but I cannot wait to see Lizzie Young come out on the other side of her darkness. Those are all the top 10 characters that won my heart this year. Please let me know what is your list of characters. I would love to know. I hope you have a great Christmas Eve and a Merry Christmas. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Liking this video would help me out a lot. And I'll see you Friday. Bye.